Yes. Football free agency is amongst us. Is your team quiet as a church mouse? Or is your team jumping off tables like Bills fans in December? Let's get right, production team.
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Tell me how you like me now. How you like me?
What's going on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you may be watching this video? This is the Super Bias Sports Show. I'm one of your hosts, B-Rob, and I'm here with my guys. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves, starting with my man on the left. Get right.
All right, is the one and only. I'm hiding right now. I don't want to see
You're
nobody.
definitely not on my left, though.
Hey, I'm on the left of the street. The body, the guru. To the next one.
What's good, man? It's your boy Austin, man. Pats Nation. Been a little active. Got our guard, man. Mike O. So next Calvin Ridley. So let's go, man. Free agency's here.
It's here everywhere except for Dallas. It's your boy Tea Time, and Jerry and the rest of his crew is still sleeping. But do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, you guys know that technically this is the legal tampering period. So in Jerry Jones' defense, free agency actually doesn't start till Friday. So if he does not get active until then, he's still within the bounds of being active during free agency, because right now
he's way too late.
But yes. So I mean, a lot of some of our teams have been active.
Thank you.
Just a quick, without really going into any of these players where they're landing. On a scale of 1 to 10, is free agency being as exciting as you thought, or what are you guys' thoughts on the overall just free agency for the last 2 days and how things been going?
Man, this exceeded expectations. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely thought there was not gonna be. I thought there was gonna be rumors. I didn't think everybody was gonna sign on day one. If you get what I'm saying. But yeah, it's exceeded my expectations for sure. Nice, in the first 2 days. So
as for me, it's been a surprise, somewhat surprised, and then not too crazy, but someone surprised. But just remember, these are just agreed to deals. I have a feeling somebody that agreed to a deal with somebody is not going to end up going.
Like Brian Burns?
No, that's a trade. That's different. That's a trade. That is a trade.
Please don't send me there. Please don't send me there.
That's a trade.
But he agreed on a contract, though.
All right, that's right.
He could unagree on it. That's what you're saying.
It's different. That's a trade.
Yeah,
it's a trade and a sign. It wasn't
as far as it goes in Dallas. I didn't believe a word Jerry Jones said when that man said we're going all in. I didn't believe it at all. He's absolutely doing nothing. You don't want to pay Dak. If I was Micah and CD, I would somebody. I'd be like, listen, you can't franchise both of us. I'm out of here. Like, I would be trying to get up out of
That's
Dallas
a fact.
quick.
That's a fact.
Demand a trade. Get up out of there, because you can't tell me you're trying to do all this just so you could pay them. For what? What type of team you're gonna have? You literally Deuce Vaughn is about to be our RB1. All in. He said we are all getting on the yacht.
Drafts very well. He drafts very well every year.
Listen, the whole running back, there was 32 free running backs, and Jerry missed on every last one of them.
My man said swing and a miss on every single one of them.
Yeah. Said it was too much money to pay Zach Moss, which is wild. So, but it's Dallas. You know how we do.
Yeah. But before we get into the free agency things,
what about you, B-Rob? Has it exceeded your expectations?
I'll say for me, my expectations wasn't really high on free agency just because of the names that was in there. Mainly It's just a bunch of running backs. I honestly think that if it was about 10 or 15 years ago, these same caliber guys was on the free market, the internet at the time would have been going crazy just because it was really a running back league.
Right.
I think teams are more excited for the draft this year than more so the free agency, just because of how deep offensively the draft is this year. That's why I think like a lot of defensive guys were either moving around this year, defensive guys and offensive like linemen and things of that nature, more so than wide receivers, running backs by default, just because it's, you know, most of these guys are established guys. So of course they're going to be on the move. And teams have a rookie running back out of the draft anyway, since teams don't really value running back as high as much. So yeah, I mean, not that it hasn't exceeded expectations. I kind of like, not even just for my team alone, but I kind of like tempered expectations because I think teams are like way more invested in the draft this year than free agency. Yeah. But before we even get into most of these things, free agency wise, your boy, Mr. Back-to-Back Mahomes, he's planning to restructure his contract. That boy, Patrick Mahomes, is planning to restructure his contract. And as I pull this up, I'll just give a brief synopsis. He's planning to restructure his contract so that way the team can open up about 21.6 million in cap space for the team. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see what the back-to-back champions do. And I got the Twitter screen up here for you guys to see. As you can see, reported by Adam Schefter, that boy Patrick Mahomes is looking to help restructure his contract so that way it could create 21.6 million in worth of salary cap space. Now, this team has already made a big free agent. I mean, not even a big free agent signing. They just re-signed a guy. What do you think this does for the Chiefs? Do they load up the box to try to get, you know, another three-peat? What can they do with 21.6 million in cap space?
Let's just say I'll go first on that one. People already want to go there because of Patrick Mahomes. People want to go there because of him. So if you think about it, they're going to get people for the low just because they want to win a championship.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. They got more than enough room to get at least 2-3 stars for the low.
Facts.
That's all I got to say on that one.
I mean, at 21.6 mil, you could fit like a guy in, say, for instance, you get you a guy that's like, he coming in at 10 mil on the cap. That'll give you like 11.6. Then you fill out the roster with maybe two other guys that maybe will take like 5 mil. That maybe take, you know, a minimum, vet minimum. Shoot, you might even could get Stephon Gilmore. You might could get you a Stephon Gilmore for like 3 mil on the cap. If he's out there once all the cornerbacks get signed or traded that are free agents, and say for instance if they end up trading Snead away.
Yeah, hey.
I don't know if they well, it ain't like they didn't win. So
it's like wait, what?
It's not like they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So you know, teams after they win the Super Bowl, they normally don't restock.
Yep.
They
like to run it back.
Exactly. So if they keep Snead and get Gilmore, who was decent, but didn't what injury did he have?
Muscle.
He didn't get hurt this year.
He wasn't hurt. Like, okay.
Yeah, he didn't get hurt.
I'm thinking about Trey.
Yeah. I think you're thinking about Trey.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he didn't get hurt. He didn't get hurt.
I think he got like a little banged up, but that was about it.
Yeah, it was nothing crazy.
Yeah,
but hey, man, a veteran like that going on
muted.
that team
I'm like, why are they ignoring what I'm saying?
Oh.
Gilly, Gilly got hurt, but nothing crazy. He's like
Right.
AJ said, he just was banged up.
Yeah, you
I think
just
he
banged
missed
up.
like it wasn't nothing serious. But no, listen, honestly, I really hope we get Gilmore back because out of the whole DB room, like he was the most consistent one. He wasn't
Consistent.
perfect,
Bland
but he
did
was
have
consistent.
6 touchdowns.
He had that, but he also had like what Diggs had that first year when he had on interceptions. He also let up a lot of yards and stuff like that, and people
Yeah.
started cooking him. But Gilly was locked down. Like he came in, he was a veteran, and it will be absolutely stupid of Jerry Jones and crew to not bring him back, especially seeing how Tony Pollard came back off injury, how Terrence Steele came back off injury, right? Like look at it. You're looking at potentially Diggs coming back off injury and probably not going to be the same. So if you have a piece like Gilmore, that would be fire for Dallas. But at the same time, if KC picks him up, God bless them because that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
Bruh.
Because he would just
Bruh.
be like, if you think about it, if he go to Kansas City on a vet minimum, maybe again maybe like 3 to 5 mil.
Bruh.
He don't really got to do much because he's not going to be the guy that's required to do so much on a team like a
Right.
Kansas City Chiefs. And if you can get him for that cheap, say for instance, if there's another, I mean, think about it, they can go get Zeke, right? They can get Zeke on a vet minimum too, with that 21.6 because they are losing Clyde Edwards-Helaire allegedly, and they might even lose the other running back. And it may just be Pacheco on there. So why not have a vet like Zeke, who's pretty much like another offensive lineman in the backfield blocking, and he can give you
Pacheco
2 to 3 yards.
Was a dog. Pacheco's a dog.
Pacheco's a dog, but at the same time, a team be like, you know what, we want to give him a few reps off because he runs dumb hard. So I need him on this down, but let me give it to Zeke on this down.
No,
just to
for
give
sure.
him a quick break,
No, you got to have. I think the league has come to a point where you got to have a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Every quality team that has a rushing attack has a 1-2 punch. Like even in Philly, they had Hurts and they had Swift, right?
Yeah. Now they got another 1-2 punch.
They got a one. Yeah, they got a one.
They looking like the Ravens with another 1-2 punch.
All right, buddy.
Oh yeah, hold on, I forgot. All right, y'all.
buddy, that's hilarious. Don't start no fights on here, man.
Yeah, please don't. But yeah, nah, that's diabolical.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So let's keep it pushing. This team, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This team really bucks our status quo because y'all got everybody that has been family to the channel know. Well, prior to last year, we was big Duval County. Y'all know we was pushing for Trevor Lawrence to do his thing. We felt like going into the season, we had the AFC South in a chokehold. Like, this is his division. It don't matter who coming in here, I'm running it. Will Levis can't stop me. CJ Stroud can't stop me. And I don't care who the Colts put behind quarterback, behind that center. But unfortunately, it did not go as planned. And I think we packed our bags from Jacksonville, Florida, and we eating them lemon pepperloos in Houston, Texas now. we eating them lemon pepperloos in Texas and Houston. Oh my gosh, guys. Listen, Houston is loading up and it's actually kind of getting a little scary. And it's for the AFC.
They're the best team in Texas.
Yeah, I can't even get upset with you on that one. That one actually might hold a little bit data. Yeah, so let's talk about the Texans loading up. As you can see, I am on ESPN right now. And I'll just run through the low tier signings. I'm not saying that they're not impactful. I'm just saying it's not that much to talk about for these guys.
Right.
Only the main guys would talk about. So they re-signed. I mean, they agreed to terms for a kicker for 3 years. They lock him in. He's actually a solid kicker, so that's the W. They bring back their cornerback Desmond King, so now they don't even have to look for corner inside the draft. That's a W. But they bring back that man Dalton Schultz. I want to stop here because this man was a security blanket for that boy CJ Stroud, and it worked out for him. He gave him 635 yards with 5 touchdowns, and I know it kind of hurt my boy T-Time because that is his former tight end. But how you guys feel about that one? Was it smart bringing back the vet, or could they gotten the tight end in the draft this year?
That was
They still could get one.
That's a fact.
That was probably the smartest move so far this offseason.
Yeah.
You got CJ's back security blanket for another 3 years.
Yep.
You heard him for what, 12 mil a year? Not bad.
Yeah.
So you got a security blanket, pretty cheap. He could be a vertical threat if you needed to be.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a good signing to get him back. For sure.
Yeah, especially because it went so good for them this year. When Schultz was in Dallas, that was Dak's number 2 target. You know what I mean? It was CeeDee Lamb and then Schultz. So, being down there with such a young team, you definitely want to have a solid tight end. It's another one of those things that's key to success in this version of the NFL. Just these more athletic tight ends that can, get open and make plays. So I think that was a solid move for them. Steelers versus Eagles.
Yeah, real quick. That man Justin said Steelers versus Eagle Super Bowl
Must
nation.
be a Steelers fan.
Gotta be a Steelers fan. Yo,
No, he's not. He's actually a Dolphins fan, which is weird.
wow, that's crazy.
I'm so confused with everybody with jumping up. Now, don't get me wrong. Philly they did good with the Saquon thing, and then obviously they just locked up CJ. But that defense was trash. Saquon can't play.
Yeah,
defense.
that defense was garbage. That defense.
The offense wasn't. Really
garbage
issue.
is a little bit too short, but it wasn't. It was not nice. It was not.
What do you mean?
It was not what it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
supposed to be top
Defense
3.
was garbage.
It was supposed to be top 3.
It was like bottom 2.
Now that's the Giants.
Okay,
Nah,
look. Let's not digress. Let's not
top
digress.
32.
Let's not digress. All right, so as we moving on,
32.
as we moving on, they land a deal with Lonnie Johnson. Good depth piece. I'm not too sure. I'm not too familiar with his game.
Me either.
I'm gonna stop right here. This man.
Oh, they got Fatukasi.
They got Fatukasi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like right here, this was one of the domino pieces that DeMeco Ryans needed to solidify this insane defense that we're going to continue to talk about as we scroll up on this page.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about the vet going here, man?
Vet minimum too.
Vet minimum, bro.
Hey, if you didn't want to sign Christian Wilkins, Fatukasi looked like the next best DT.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. That defense is gonna be scary. Not gonna lie.
Defense is gonna be scary. So let me continue to scroll up. Now, this one is a little funny one right here. That boy Jeff Okudah. We know former 3rd overall pick. Bus. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
He's not him. He's not him, bro.
You might just need to change the scenery.
Oh,
You're right.
Hey, he had change the scenery last year with Atlanta though, so
that's a fact too. But hey,
that's
Atlanta.
I
heard it's much better in Houston. I heard things is a lot better in Houston.
I did too. Hey,
yeah.
You got a defensive minded coach, so it might help a little bit.
That's a fact too.
Hey,
that's a fact too.
But hey, that pairing with Tim and Stingley might be something crazy.
Yeah, that's if he gets on the field.
I think
I'm quite sure Desmond King will probably start over him.
You think?
Yeah. Now look, check this out. I like this pick right here. Tommy Townsend, right? I don't mean to keep moving the page like that. Tommy Townsend, when I say a coffin corner punter, it's the reason why the Chiefs couldn't re-sign this guy, bro. He was going to command too much money that for a punter. He's a multi-Super Bowl winning punter that will punt that ball in the corner and make sure that your team, like if you think about it, bro.
Within the 10-yard line all the time.
All the time. He's the reason why the Ravens couldn't move the ball, bro. If you think about it, like if you think about it, this man is the reason why the Ravens could not move the ball. He's the reason why in the Super Bowl you had San Fran starting near the 1-yard line and stuff like that. Like this guy is legit, bro.
I like this
year. I like this one for them.
Yeah, that's hey. You got a defense that could get the stops. You got a punter that can pin them down. Hey,
Yeah,
it worked for KC, so
it worked for KC. That's a fact, bro. It worked
So,
for
hey.
KC, bro.
$3 million a year for a punter. That's a little expensive, but at the same time, it's not. So
Yeah,
Not for that punter, it ain't.
nah, not for him. All right, so they bringing back Noah Brown. I mean, you know, he did his thing. I mean, he lit the Bengals up. So it was spots in the season where Noah Brown looked like wide receiver one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And then he got hurt at the end of the season and was
yeah,
out
then he
for-
got hurt. Yeah,
Yeah.
so and then they get them I'm not gonna lie, it's been a trend in free agency of guys staying in division but moving to the ops. And this is the second guy on their team that was from in division, right? So I think that that one is a notable. But I'm gonna go ahead and let my boy Austin talk about this one, man. Cook me up with Denico Autry, man.
Oh, Denico, man. Hey, $10 million a year for a pretty good D end. Not gonna lie, he's pretty good.
Yep.
So I don't know. It solidifies the outside, if you ask me. I think he's a solid addition. You get Denico, you know what you're getting basically. Is what you get with him. So you get you get the pressures, you get the tackles for loss, you get the no outsiders. I like it.
Yep.
10 mil, not bad. That's a good addition.
Facts. I mean, in considering who we're about to scroll up to and see in a few, it just makes it even more disgusting.
Yeah.
It makes it even more disgusting. So I'm gonna go ahead and let my boy Bonnet, man, go ahead and read this one off for me, man. Knock it out.
Man, I was hoping that he would have went someplace else, even though it's still the Texans. I like Stroud, you know. He the next dude. He the next dude.
Yep.
That was a crazy sign. I was like, huh? At first, I was like, yo, how they got all this money? QB on a rookie deal.
I was about to say
Makes a lot of sense. Makes too much sense. But what was one of their weaknesses last year? People running the football on them.
Yep.
Mhm.
And now they got linebacker, was Shakir or whatever his name is.
Yep.
These.
The DN that you just seen, and Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, don't forget about defensive rookie of the year either.
Yep. They still got Will Anderson.
So I forgot that they even had him on the line. Come on, bro.
Who's moving the extra D tackle then?
I think they moved
They just gonna be
Denico
wrong.
Autry sometimes inside.
Okay, yeah, I can see
they're gonna
that.
be
Yeah.
moving. They're gonna do like, I have a feeling they're gonna do like what Dallas would do when they had when they have their line. People play DT. You see Michael Parsons line up at DT.
Oh yeah.
sometimes.
You seen Parsons line up at DT a few
So
times.
they're gonna move it around like that, and it's just gonna screw up people, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Can we not talk about Dallas?
I mean,
No,
we are
I'm
talking
saying-
about a team in Texas, so they got.
I'm just saying how
No,
good
no,
y'all
no.
defensive line was. That's what they're gonna probably be doing, something
Yeah.
that similar with that defensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Imagine,
front seven is gonna
and the
be.
biggest thing about this is they could just rush 4.
That's a fact.
See
Yeah.
what Casey did with just rushing 4.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if they want to send one extra
and
person,
occasionally the blitz from
And-
the
and
corner,
when you send the
slot corner.
blitz, somebody's
just
getting
disgusting.
home.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, that's
it's gonna
it.
be that front seven is gonna be scary.
Look, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
really.
I have this team as far as free agency goes, just as far as free agency goes, not like real, not just as far as free agency goes. I got this team as my number 2 team as far as defensive line scary in free agency. I got this as good as these guys
Yes,
sound.
they
I
are
got
number
them as
2.
my number 2, bro.
I
got
agree.
them as my,
They are number 2.
my number
I know
one
who
sound
number
a little
1.
scary than this one.
Ah. Yes, sir.
My
Yes,
number
sir.
one sound a little bit more scary than this one. But this is a W.
Yeah.
This is a W for a young team. Yo, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. That man, if we seen what Robert Saleh did to the Jets when he left the 49ers, turned the
Mhm.
Jets defense into a powerhouse. The only
Rough.
difference is between the Jets and Houston is they actually have a quarterback with offense. So
Mhm.
if Denico get this defense whistling, but they might win a division for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Duval County, we packed our bags and moved.
We flew to NRG
Right.
Stadium.
We flew
Yeah,
there.
at least they got Mac Jones as a backup down there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Facts.
That's
Pick machine Mac, man.
that's nasty work, bro. That's nasty.
But he's good to fill in 1 or 2 games if needed.
Yeah, 100%.
Dang.
100%.
Yeah, Houston,
All right.
best team in Texas, though.
Do anybody got the free agency tracker up right now as I pull up the next screen or whatnot? Do anybody got the free agency tracker?
I'll get it real
Nah.
quick.
So I got my next I got my next screen up. But
All
just
right, I got it
anybody-
up. I got it. If I got it up, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, did they?
I'm in the wrong green yard. Alrighty, present. Let me take this out of the window.
Yeah. We don't want to
All
see
right.
nothing crazy.
Ooh. All right, it's up there. You can move it around how you would want it.
No.
You want
that's
it? You want just to go in order?
Should I bring up this topic next, or you want to go this first? Is it gonna include this
Nah,
one,
nah,
or
nah.
do y'all want?
Nah,
'Cause
we
I got
could
this
go
ready.
to that.
All right,
We
I
can
got
load
this
it up
ready.
then.
Yep. All right. So check this out, people. This team right here, this is my number one defensive scary team. As far as my free agency defensive scariest team. The New Jersey Giants. I'm at the New York Giants.
Ah,
The
yo,
G-Man. Yo, Lake, man, I'm gonna look, Bonnie, I'm gonna let you call it off, bro. Just tell me when to scroll up. I'm gonna let you do your thing, bro. Because this is your grass, this is your turf. Do your thing, bro.
all right. So, bittersweet. I know Saquon wasn't coming back. He might just be playing that evil move. Like, yo, I agreed. Psych, got
Stop
him.
it.
And
Stop
it
it.
come.
No, you know.
You know, I'm still.
That boy
There's still hope.
already in Philly. Ain't no hope.
There's still hope. But
He already in
and
Philly.
then I think it was like 2 hours later, Giants trade 2nd round pick and 5th round pick of this year for Brian Burns. And then I'm like, wait, hold up. Sexty Dexty, Tib, and now Burns? Yes, sir. I'm okay. I guess we're building defense first this year. Because we're forgetting about the offense, apparently. We did sign an O-line, which was pretty big. But that Burns thing, man, that's a building move right there. That's a building block for a young defense that we have.
That defense is gonna be tired though.
Nah, if the offense, we need at least 2 first downs per possession, and I think we'll be okay.
Listen to what I said. That defense is gonna be tired, bro, because that offense is not doing nothing without Saquon. Saquon was like what 60%, 70% of y'all offensive production. He's in a whole nother. He's in a different uniform. That defense could be the best defensive line ever. Them boys better be doing stamina training all offseason because they're gonna be on the field for a very long time.
Yeah,
messing around with
They
Danny
both gonna
Dimes.
have that offense moving. I think
I will say y'all did get Singletary, right?
Yeah, they got Devin Singletary. He reunites with Brian Dable.
Everybody on that defense better be doing 100-yard ladders, man. Because
I mean, yo, if you think about it though, like on screen, they get the Packers old guard. He's nice. He's solid. I ain't gonna say he's nice, but he's definitely solid. So you shore up a couple weaknesses. Yeah, better than what you got. You shore up a couple weaknesses. I will say this one was kind of confusing. Jermaine Eluemunor. One, I'll say this, right? And this is my little jab at the Giants. All offseason, and even through the playoffs, Jermaine Eluemunor former Raiders tackle, was
Mhm.
saying how much he wants to beat the Chiefs. I'm sorry, my friend. You're not doing that in New York.
Hey,
No, you're not.
I said this towards the ending of the season. The Giants, they for some reason they were sneaking when it's unexpected,
Yeah.
and they're gonna get a quarterback that could just do what he got to do. That is
Yeah.
goat killers. I think that's gonna end up happening. I don't think it's gonna be Daniel Jones no more. I think it might be Daniels. What's his name? Malik Daniels or my man Drizzy. But
Who's Malik Daniels?
I don't know Malik, the dude for LSU or whatever.
It's Malik Neighbors. That's why we're
Neighbors. There you go. No. It's the
talking about Jaden Daniels.
there you go. See,
That
come
boy
on,
just
man. I
be
know
giving
I had
custom names, y'all.
I had one of the names correct. I knew it. So we get one of those Heisman Trophy. You know how they do with these type of quarterbacks when it comes to the
He's
draft.
not falling to
He's
y'all.
gonna fall.
He's
We
not
got the
falling to
sixth
y'all.
pick.
He's not falling to y'all.
Drake is gonna go before him, which is gonna be crazy.
He's
I don't
not falling to
understand
y'all.
how,
He's not falling to
but
y'all.
he's gonna fall. And when he fall to us,
Delusion.
He's not falling to y'all.
Delusion.
always
There's no
moving
way.
up. One of the other.
I'm telling you, there's no way Jaden Daniels fall past Washington, and he's definitely not falling past New England.
All right.
So pack it up.
And they get it in what's his name, McCartney or whatever.
He is not a top 10 pick.
Yeah, he's not a top
Oh,
10.
you know who might get JJ for real? The Giants might get JJ McCarthy. That's true.
That's true.
We get him in the third round then.
With the 6th overall pick in the
He's not
2024
falling that
NFL
far.
draft, man.
Well, look, either way, Illuminor joins this offensive line that they're retooling 9 out of 10 because they've already spent money in tackles for the last 2 seasons with draft picks and then re-sign it. He'll probably play guard, one of the other guards that John Runyon is not going to occupy.
What about Evan Neal going 2 guard and him going to the other tackle spot?
Nah, you got to keep Evan Neal at he much more athletic. Much more athletic.
Should be on the back.
You get Jalen Mills, the safety from the Patriots. And then you also get Devin Singletary. Like we said, he reunites with Brian Dable. But this was their big splash signing right here. That man, Brian Burns, linebacker from the Panthers, pass rusher, premium pass rusher, tore it up this season, even though the team was hot garbage. Yeah. He pairs himself
with he go from a diarrhea team to a doo-doo team. To a third team.
What?
It goes from a team that got diarrhea to a team that just turned. So, but I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna make our defensive back room life a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier.
So y'all picking corner at number 5 then?
Nah. Wait,
the thing is though,
Jackson,
can the Giants really go quarterback? Because don't you have to keep? I mean, no one's trading for Danny Dimes. Don't you have to?
No,
keep
but we got to out.
They could get rid of him next season.
After next season, not this current one. The next one, we could get rid of him. So we could get a quarterback.
Yeah, they 100% can get a quarterback. It actually makes sense to get a quarterback because Daniel Jones is not coming back to half of the season anyways.
Oh, that's true.
Remember, he got a torn ACL on a quarterback that's a mobile quarterback. We know Daniel Jones don't got that cannon.
Hey, you know who's gonna fill in perfectly for him, man?
Wow.
Tyrod Taylor.
Nah, Big Drew Lock.
Tyrod.
I know. I was just making a joke because Tyrod actually had that team looking like decent.
Facts.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor was the best in fantasy.
Drew Lock.
Go ahead.
Drew Lock could do something. I'd say he could do something in a few games. That's about it. I say so. Yeah, come on.
I mean, according to ESPN, they think Daniel Jones is going to be back week 1.
You're right.
That's what I'm hearing.
He tore his ACL in week 12 or 13.
That's not happening, bro.
And the way the surgeries are now,
he could be white AP.
Stop it.
Now, AP came back the same season.
That's what I'm saying. It could be white AP.
Different though. That the same season.
He did
Like
come back
3
same
months
season.
later, bro. I was like, what?
AP is different than sure.
Yo, but nah, I think it'd be smart for them to go quarterback just because of Daniel Jones, but you never know. They might actually be tooling the offense so that way they can get a stud wide receiver like Malik Neighbors, and then next year they go for that boy Shadur Sanders. So you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
They might go. They might trade for Higgins.
They need all the help they can get.
That's why I said we might get Drizzy, but I would prefer the other dude, the black kid, Daniels. I'm gonna just say.
Wait, what you mean
Daniels.
by that?
What do I mean? I prefer Daniels,
Oh, I'm about to say, I mean,
not
yo,
Daniel Jones.
no, I'm just saying the black kid is like,
Well, he younger than me,
Bro, he
so-
can't. Hey, you know he can't remember names, bro.
oh, this is
You know he can't remember names.
No.
bruh.
Austin. You don't jump in this one because it's flying over your head too, bro.
Bro. I mean, how is it racist to his own kind though, bro?
Yo, y'all both missed it.
Yo, we gonna go ahead and talk about
You
the
said
notable
the
free
black
agents.
kid, bro.
We could go ahead and talk about
No,
the
no.
notable free agents.
Oh man, that's
Before we get
hilarious.
shut down, we're gonna go ahead and talk about another free agent. Go ahead and let Bonnet. Okay, go ahead and do your thing, my boy.
Well, I guess I'm gonna scroll.
Start alphabetical order, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started from the top.
See my cousin Kinfolk Kirk up there.
Kirko
Well, first
Chain.
the Arizona.
Yes, sir.
I like the Arizona pickup. I ain't gonna lie, especially the Shaw Murphy Bunkin.
Mm-hmm. He used to play for
Tennessee.
Tampa, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
went from Tampa to Tennessee to now the Cardinals.
It's not a bad pickup.
I like
right there.
that.
No.
They still got a lot of work to go, but I
Oh,
definitely
They
like
get-
that.
They get their cornerstone.
But this
Like-
right here,
That D tackle though. Hold up, scroll up though. Scroll up. No, too far. Yep. Justin Jones. Getting Justin Jones 3 years for 30 mil. That's 10 years per. Solidifies they D line that now they don't have to draft D tackle in the first round because it's not too many D tackles anyway. This definitely frees them up to not have to move back in the draft if they kind of do move back in the draft. Say for instance, if they don't value Marvin Harrison Jr. as much as another team does, and say they do switch with the Giants, and the Giants move up, they can get a Malik Neighbors and get some extra draft. Well, no, they can't change with the Giants because the Giants just gave up their other pick. So
give
this is
up
actually
next
not a
year.
bad thing for the Cardinals. I actually got them going to the playoffs. If y'all watch how we be talking about these teams, I actually got Cardinals going to the playoffs. So
Max, not a bad pickup, but yeah. They're
This
solid
team
off
right
season,
here.
bro.
Look, them getting
Coach
Kirk
James,
Cousins,
bro.
even though Kirk Cousins just be robbing these teams. One,
He a businessman. He a businessman.
his agent.
He a
Every
schemer.
quarterback should get that agent. That's first of all. Because wasn't he
Sure.
the first player to even have guaranteed month, like total guaranteed? It was Kirk Cousins,
Man got franchise tag twice and still got a bag.
bruh. But the Falcons, I would think that's the best move that they could have made for a quarterback for this up and coming season.
Mhm.
And they got him for 4 seasons. I think they got it out this after the second year.
Yep.
But that team going to the playoffs.
Falcons.
The
Oh yeah,
defense
got to
is
win the
already-
division. Win the
The
division.
defense is already good. And now we have some type of quarterback that got some type of common sense instead of Ritter.
Can we talk about him for a minute though? Kirk
Cousins or Ritter?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh.
This man will have made $411 million.
Mhm.
$411 million
That's more than Tom Brady.
That's beautiful.
bro, with one playoff victory. 400, and he doesn't have an MVP. He's literally done nothing.
You know what you get
His-
it though.
What?
Again, that
You get
very
you get
good.
You get a mediocre and maybe 10 wins.
Like,
Maybe 10 wins.
I mean, yes,
Hey,
he is
you
a.
get in a playoff
get me-
berth.
That's a fact.
He's that for sure, but he's gonna give them what one playoff win. Like it's just crazy. You know what I mean? No, and there's no hate on him. It just makes you wonder, why do some of these other quarterbacks struggle to get paid when you got somebody like Kirk Cousins getting $411 million? His record is what, like 76 and 66 or something like that. Like,
Let me ask you this, right? For Kirk Cousins himself, the player, we seen how he lived. We watched quarterback, right? From that one thing. We seen how he lived. Dude is like basic, frugal, nothing too flashy, nothing too pop. His wife shops for the clothes. They shop at Macy's and JCPenney's and stuff, right? So out of that 400 plus million, you know, the financials is set, right? They're in order, right? Everything is is copacetic, is looking good.
He's spent 15 of it.
Yeah, he wanted up. If you're Kirk Cousins and you know exactly what you're going to bring to a team, and you don't overvalue yourself like how some of these other quarterbacks do, it's easy for you to continue to command bags of money and then fully make your contracts, because you know who you are, and you're not like a quarterback who, I won an MVP, but I won one playoff game, and now I need to be the highest paid quarterback. Or I'm a wide receiver. I have not won no playoff games. I don't hold no records or anything, and I want to be the highest paid wide receiver, right? He knows what he is. He goes after what he can get for his name, and maybe budge a little bit, but you don't overshoot it to where it's like, yo, the teams don't want me, bro.
Right.
You know, that's why I think that he has made all his money, because he just knows who he is. He knows what he brings, and that's it.
I ain't mad at him. I'm definitely not mad at him. I'm just it's crazy that it's literally a thing when you really
Because if you
dig into him.
Because if you think about it, if Dak Prescott was a free agent right now, would he get that type of money? He should get way more. But literally, I think Dak Prescott had one more playoff win than him, and this dude is getting 180.
Nah, teams would definitely pay more for Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Dak would get paid. The problem is that
Dak would get paid.
He's in Dallas. Dak, I'm telling you right now, if Dak
another team would line up,
I said in the chat, we would take it gladly.
Oh my gosh! If he demanded a trade, teams would jump all on there. If Jerry just was like, you know what, we're gonna eat this 60 mil, we just gonna cut him, Dak will be on another team.
Day.
No, in a couple hours.
No, because you know his phone is gonna be going. His agent phone gonna be going nuts.
Yeah. So it definitely would be crazy, but it's just, I mean, hey, shout out to Kirk. I mean, I think it definitely makes them a playoff team. They upgraded it. They upgraded at the QB spot, which is huge.
And they got Mooney, who I think
they picked up Mooney.
I believe.
I actually think this signing does more for Drake London and Kyle Pitts more than Mooney. I mean, I think Mooney would be a solid deep threat wide receiver and solid slot. I don't think it really moves the needle as much though.
Nah, I hope
you need Kirk to target the crap out of him though, for sure.
I just need Kirk.
I just need him to get the ball to Bijan from in the backfield, throwing it, everything. Now the offense is gonna run through Bijan, and that's what I like.
Nah, no, it's not.
Okay,
it should, but it probably
definitely is. But the Baltimore Ravens. Where's Scooby at?
Oh my gosh! Please no. No,
this man,
you know he's a bandwagon, bro. Stop it, please.
Man.
That man switched teams, bro.
What do I give the Baltimore Ravens? Not no bias or nothing. An A+. They short up that D line, and they got Derrick Henry.
Didn't they lose Patrick Queen?
D line, they re-signed him.
Didn't they lose Patrick Queen?
Yeah.
that offense is going to be.
You said an A
so
minus. I
lifted.
just want to put that on record. You said A
He said
minus,
A
right?
plus. He said A
A
plus.
plus.
Oh, A plus.
A
Okay.
plus. You got the best running back out there besides Saquon.
The best running back.
Out there besides Saquon Barkley.
I just want to confirm. You said the best running back that was out there.
Outside of Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
So it was Saquon Barkley, then Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
in that offense, that's a run-heavy offense. And what Lamar Jackson does for that running game, try to stack the box. Just try. Just try to stack the box. That option game is about to be stupid. But carry on. Carry on.
Eh.
I'm gonna let y'all knock that one out.
Hey, man, hey.
I think it's a good move. I think picking up Derrick Henry is a good move.
Yeah.
But
It would have been a
this
good
is a
move for
team.
anybody.
It would for sure. But this is a team that ran the ball heavy all year just to get into the playoffs to throw the ball and lose. So what does this do for them? You know,
I don't see them.
it
doing
literally
that
just happened though. I mean,
again. I don't see them doing it again. That was stupid.
well, why did they do it in the first place? Like, so
Who knows?
we can't say we can't see it happening. I mean, same thing in Dallas, right? Like we didn't think that Dan Quinn was going to start changing up the defense in the playoffs, and but he did. So it's like, you know, it's just I think like AJ said, anybody picking up Derrick Henry is a good move. So I like it for him. I love that for him too. Just being able to go play with some, you know, a quality team. You know, get up out of Tennessee, go play with a quality team. So I think that's a good move. But you know, I don't really know. I don't really know where I got the Ravens at because they disappointed me. I mean, they were set up for a Super Bowl run, and they did absolutely nothing. So
I still got Skyline Chili in the AFC North winning that division. Just want to put that on record.
I like that.
Oh.
Skyline Chili. Okay.
That.
Skyline
Oh,
Chili, bro.
Yeah. So look. This is okay for me. I see. I hate when I got to talk about the Ravens because it's like automatically because I'm just viewed as a hater, even though
You're called a hater, man.
you're
Look-
not
look at the orange
supposed
in the
to
back, man.
like the team that's in your division. But people will tell you that you're a hater when you're not supposed to like the team that's in your division.
Oh, man.
I don't get it, but it doesn't fit their narrative.
I don't
They can
either.
say whatever they gonna say. For me, I didn't know that we were even giving grades, so that's how I know you being biased.
Nah.
That's how I know you being biased. To me, okay, I love the Justin Matabuke signing. I love the signing. That guy was a disruptor. He wasn't Chris Jones level, but he was a disruptor. You get him for 4 years, $98 million in a division where you can clearly tell that it's moving towards a bunch of passing teams. The Browns have moved towards being a pass-heavy team. The Steelers are slowly moving towards being a pass-heavy team. The Bengals are already a pass-heavy team. And herein lies the problem with Baltimore. They're not a pass-heavy team. They're not keeping up with everybody else on offense. Yes, they did the right thing, signing a disruptor on defense. But for me, the Derrick Henry signing, what does it do for the team? And what does it do for Lamar's progression as far as a player? One thing we know about Derrick Henry, he has to have volume for him to be productive. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, he had around 280 attempts, right? Matter of fact, he led the league in rushing attempts. That's 280 rushing attempts. You also have a team with Lamar Jackson, Keaton Mitchell, who's going to be coming off an injury, and you have Derrick Henry, who's older, who has to have almost around 200 plus carries, almost 300 carries for him to even be very significant because he's a vibrant runner. But like T-Time said, at some point, them boys is going to have to pass the ball. And whether it's by design for the game or it's the offensive coordinator like, yo, whatever, we just going to start passing even though the run game is all right. You're going to run into teams like the Chiefs who actually has great pass defense. And when you're relying on Lamar Jackson to get it done, he's going to give you 5 attempts in the first half of a game for less than 60 yards.
And one of those catches will be to him.
to himself for 10. So where does Derrick Henry being effective fit in this? Because you got to remember, CJ Stroud, high-powered offense, they're going to fix the offensive line. Can't be disruptive against CJ Stroud again. You still got Cincinnati Bengals. You still got whatever the Chargers is going to do. You still got Kansas City and what they're going to do with their offensive line. It's going to be hard to rush these teams. It's just like in basketball. If I'm going to continue to shoot threes and you just doing twos all game, bro, we're going to go to State Warrior you in the third quarter, bro. Eventually, you just can't keep up. So in my opinion, yes, I like the Derrick Henry signing. I won't give it an A+ because just like T-Time said, the Baltimore Ravens disappointed him last year. They had 3 first-round wide receivers. 3 starting first-round wide receivers. A top 3, matter of fact, maybe top 1 defense in the league. A MVP quarterback. And them boys couldn't get out their own second round, which was the AFC Championship.
And
Lamar Jackson is 1-4 in the playoffs, bro.
Who did they lose to?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, okay. That's all I wanted to make sure.
And listen,
Wait.
that makes it even worse that you're sitting
It
there
does.
propping up, because if you have all these things going up against a Patrick Mahomes who don't have a number 1 wide receiver.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
He'll make me a number 3 receiver on that team. Patrick Mahomes. It is Patrick Mahomes he's talking about.
Stop it. Listen, you are not first of all, you did 2 crazy things there. You inserted yourself in at the wide receiver position. That was number 1.
That's
2, you
that's
just
how
tried
good
to
Patrick
negate.
Mahomes
No. No, he's not. You just tried to negate
Yes,
the
he
fact
is.
that everything you just said, everything that B-Rob just said. You tried to swipe it over the fact that they lost to Kansas City. They should have beat Kansas City.
Come on,
That is
bro.
crazy.
up.
You
They
cannot.
should've beat
Lamar
Detroit
Jackson
then.
is
Damn.
2-time MVP quarterback with all of the stuff that they have with that defense that was dogged San Fran, and you're talking about they just went up against Kansas City. No way.
Thank you.
Baltimore is trash. I don't want to hear nothing.
That's what
Baltimore.
they went up against
I'm
Kansas City.
putting them right in the same boat as Dallas. No, I don't want to hear that because did
regular
Kansas City go
season team.
undefeated this year? Did Kansas City go undefeated?
Nope.
No team went undefeated.
So then what you talk? But then what are you talking about? Like they went up against Kansas City is beatable. Baltimore absolutely should have beat them, and they didn't. They didn't lose because Patrick Mahomes. They lost because they stunk in that game.
No, they lost because the offensive coordinator decided to do something that they wasn't doing all year.
But you have
They had to do it. They were down.
Quarterback, bro. You have an
No,
MVP level
the
quarterback.
game was close until early the 4th quarter.
No, bro. The game just looked close on paper.
It was
Kansas City
14-0 going to
controlled that
halftime.
entire game. What
Well,
was
I guess that man Lamar Jackson fumbled on the 1-yard line, and if he didn't fumble there, that guy, whoever did it, because I guess it was Lamar Jackson that did that. That game would have been way different.
Yeah.
We're
but
gonna pretend that didn't happen.
I'm quite sure if Jalen Hurts don't fumble in the Super Bowl, we're not talking about back-to-back champions.
Nah, that's
for the
just
Chiefs.
Jalen Hurts.
But now it's Jalen Hurts.
That's just Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not Lamar Jackson, but it's Jalen Hurts.
Listen, you
That's
see
just
where the
Jalen
biasness comes from when it comes to this team specific. You sound just like Bishop, bro. You sound just like Bishop.
I don't understand how.
Nah, you sound like Bishop, bro.
I literally don't.
Nah, I don't want to hear
How
that.
many teams
You
have
just
beat?
said it's Jalen Hurts. We using same context. We comparing apples to apples right now. You
Oh,
said
no,
on
that's
one hand, if
disrespectful.
Lamar Jackson don't
That's
fumble, it's a
disrespectful.
different story. That
Yeah,
didn't
but
even turn
Lamar
into a
Jackson
fumble
didn't
six.
even fumble. It wasn't Lamar that fumbled. Let's get it right. It was what's that wide receiver, the rookie? Whatever
Lamar-
his name is.
How are you a fan of the team? You don't even know his name.
I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson. That's what I am. A fan of Lamar Jackson.
All right,
Bro,
Scooby.
you cannot. Are you serious, bro?
What?
You know Lamar Jackson did fumble that game, right?
But not in that crucial time. When the score was super close. where the score was super close and on the
You
1 yard
can't
line.
listen. You can't do that. You can't.
And on the 1 yard line.
Hold on,
Moving
hold
the
on.
You can't. You
Hold up.
can't. You're
It
moving.
don't,
You
it don't
got to be
matter
the
when
strongest
the
man on
fumble
earth
happens.
because you're moving a full goalpost by yourself. You're literally moving a goalpost by yourself. They need heavy machinery to move goalposts, and you are literally on this doing it by yourself.
By
right now.
yourself, bro.
That's crazy work, bro.
Bro, when I'm
So
telling you, when
for
it
a
comes
team
to
that's not even your team.
Because my team just they're not. My team is you can't compare my team to the Ravens.
Hey,
It's not
That's
about
not what we're talking
comparing.
about.
It's not about comparing. You're going
There's
ham for a team that you
How am I
you
going
don't-
in? I'm just saying that
Bro,
it
look
was
how-
an A
look
plus.
how much now you're trying to go back to your original statement. We talking about you moving the goalpost every single time we compare apples to apples. You're giving us a reason why apples don't grow on the same tree as other apples. That's what you're doing to us right now. Like, you're telling me, yo, this green apple did not
don't
grow on the same tree
as a
where this
Macintosh.
greener apple grew.
Hickory, not hickory. A Macintosh apple does not grow as the same as any other apple. It's on a different tree, isn't it? They cannot produce the same thing. I'm just saying.
Come
I'm
on,
just
son.
saying. You can't have
Come on,
multiple
son.
different apples on one tree. But y'all
Did
get
one
it?
quarterback
Carry on.
fumble in the AFC Championship just like one quarterback fumbled in the Super Bowl the year prior? Yes or no?
I don't know which AFC Championship game you talking about.
No. This past, I'm being very specific. Did one quarterback in this past AFC Championship fumble just like how a NFC quarterback fumbled in the Super Bowl last year? A quarterback position
We're
fumbled.
comparing different years now. We're not doing the current year.
You
Correct?
didn't even know that Lamar fumbled in this current year.
I
You
never
just
said he
said
did
on
it.
record that it wasn't even him that fumbled. And then when I
On the one,
corrected
I
you,
said
you
he did
backtracked
not
and says
fumble
it's not
on the
Winky.
1 yard line. He did not. You can pull it up and see where he fumbled.
Yo, but Zay Flowers wasn't even on the 1 yard line though.
Okay, he was in the 5 yard line because the ball went out of bounds. And what happened?
No.
They
The
ended
ball
up
didn't
getting
go
the
out of
ball on
bounds
the
either.
20-yard line.
The ball didn't go out of bounds either. They punched it
Went
out
through the
while he
end
was there.
zone. It went down through the end zone. And where did they end up getting the ball? On the 20-yard line. I think that's what happened. I think. I'm not sure.
Okay, so explain
Maybe I didn't
this.
watch the game properly.
Okay, explain this then. Why in the first half your star quarterback only has 5 completions? He shouldn't even be in that situation then.
Hey, it's the game plan. However that game plan was,
So,
that's what happened.
Hold on. Wait. So we're really putting Lamar Jackson, MVP Lamar Jackson, the reason why he lost to Patrick Mahomes, on a rookie? Come on, son.
Drop the ball on the 1 yard line?
No, that's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. He's saying it's the coach's fault. The coach,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So
he said it's
a
the coach's
fumble,
fault that the rookie fumbled on the one.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Nah, he's saying it's everybody except Lamar Jackson's fault.
Hey, y'all want to say all that if y'all want. I didn't say none of that, but y'all can carry
We're just
on.
repeating what you saying, bro.
You didn't. I said Lamar Jackson did not fumble the ball on the 1 yard line. And he did not.
That's not the reason why they lost.
So was Lamar's Jackson gameplay a factor in them losing that game?
The way he played?
Was
the way
his
he played, he kept them in the game.
How?
That's not answering my question. My question is, was Lamar's gameplay a factor in them losing the game? Yes or no?
Not as much as others. But he didn't win, so obviously, because he's the quarterback.
He's the quarterback.
He's the quarterback, so obviously it's some way his fault because he's the quarterback. It doesn't. If they win that game, he gets the praise. They lose that game, he gets the dumpster fire, whatever you want to call it.
The blame.
Okay, so check this out, right? Ravens first drive, they netted 3 yards, punt. Second drive, 6 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. Next drive, fumble, punt, end of half.
And what
Punt,
was scored at the end of
punt,
half?
punt, fumble, interception.
What was scored at the end of half?
It don't
Was it a
matter what
close
the
game?
score was. I'm
So
just
I'm saying, was it a close game?
17-7.
Okay, so 10
okay.
point game.
Hold on. Again, MVP quarterback. Chiefs, touchdown, turnover run downs, punt, field goal. Second half, punt, punt. It sounded like the defense did their job. But second half for the Ravens, punt, fumble, interception. Your boy Lamar Jackson didn't show up. Defense showed up, but Lamar Jackson didn't show up.
If you want to say that, I think
He's
he
the
played, so
quarterback,
he
bro.
must
He's
have
getting
showed
the
up
ball every
somewhere.
play.
Remote that came out.
He must have showed up somewhere. He played in the game. He was there, so he showed up. The coaches just say show up with a good game plan. That's all that was. They was
All
playing
right,
too
man.
passive and scared. That's
Yo,
not his
scroll down
fault.
the list, bro. Scroll down the list. Because we already had an hour in, bro. I'm tired of talking about the Ravens, bro. I know we're gonna talk about them exhaustion.
Y'all keep bringing them up. I said what I said and I was done.
It made no sense. But yeah.
I said what I said and I was done.
Yo, go to the Panthers, bro. Go to the Panthers. I like what the Panthers did.
No signal.
I think they overpaid for the. Okay, I
It's
think we
only
scrolled.
them
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, they overpaid for Robert Hunt.
Yeah, they overpaid for Robert Hunt, but the main thing is when you're a team that's struggling, you got to shore up something.
Right.
Shore up the offensive
I was
line.
about to say they at least they tried to protect the young boy.
Yeah, they're trying to protect the young boy. So I am actually not mad at that.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not-
overpaid, but
Yeah,
who was gonna go there for less?
exactly.
And that caliber of a player.
He was meh.
That's a fact.
But who was gonna go there?
That's a
nobody
fact.
did.
Nobody.
Like
If
So
you
you
wasn't
gotta
paying me
pay-
the bag, I am not going to Carolina, bro. No cap.
so you gotta play a mid player top tier money.
Mhm.
That's a
And
fact.
then hopefully next year you're in the mix. You might not make the playoffs, but you're in the mix. And then you could go ahead and get these big name players.
They're not going to be in the mix regardless.
Kirk.
So.
I don't know.
All right, keep
Tell us
scrolling,
any
bro.
given Sunday.
Keep
NFL
scrolling,
is
bro.
any given Sunday.
Jalen Johnson, they resigned their
That's the W. You keep a start. You keep a star corner.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Johnson actually nice. If he's on any other team, he'll be a Pro Bowler.
Mm-hmm.
He's really nice like that.
So now
The real crazy part about this is the fact that they haven't. There's no more market for Justin Fields.
zero, bro. What are
Bro,
they gonna get?
That thing gone.
A 6th round pick? They're gonna get what they're gonna get for Mac Jones.
Not the Patriots, bro. Stop it.
The Patriots. You want
No,
Fields to
that
go to the
boy-
Patriots?
That boy Justin Fields about to have the tablet on the sideline. He a backup now.
Yo, that's no, because didn't Caleb say he doesn't want him on the team? Period.
Who is Caleb to say that?
I
Yeah,
believe
first
that's
of
what was
all,
said a few weeks ago.
n-
No,
they
no,
drafted
that
him.
was he's
Caleb-
not gonna say that because he. Where did you get that from? Nah, he's not gonna say that.
I seen it somewhere. I can't
I'd-
remember.
I'd hope he didn't say that. But my thing is, I'm not a believer in Caleb, so
It was
I
his
gotta see
dad.
it.
It was his
I
dad
have,
that
to,
said
I
it.
have to see him actually come into the league and be everything that they
Yeah,
talking him up to be, and I just don't see it happening.
if he go to the
but-
Bears, that's a dub. He will not be what they talking to me. Look, put me on record, bro. Put me on record, bro.
Yeah. So
It's just
that's
so
it's kind of
sad.
crazy.
They could have probably got a 3rd rounder for him. Or 4th. Now,
Nobody was gonna give a 3rd rounder for him.
I'm just saying something. Now there's no market, even though, which is crazy. It's crazy to say. I honestly believe they are scared of the prototypical black quarterback. They don't want that.
Well, Minnesota don't got a quarterback no more, right? Maybe they
Nope.
trade.
No,
for him.
no.
No.
Yeah, nah. They got Sam Darnold.
See?
My point exactly. They don't
But you
got
see
no
that, though.
quarterback.
But you see, Sam Darnold over Justin Fields
I
is
said that with
insane.
mad confidence, right? Like, no. Yo, but let's be honest though. If you compare Sam Darnold to Justin Fields, I mean,
I'm taking
what,
Justin
you really
That's
just choosing the lesser of
disrespectful.
two evils. You
No,
choose the lesser of
I'm
two evils.
taking
Justin Fields is
Nah.
not that bad, bro. He is not that bad.
I'm taking Fields for sure.
He could also go to New Orleans though, because Derek Carr is not it.
Derek Carr is not it.
They could get rid of his
That's for
contract and get out of cap hell.
Well,
Yo, but the Raiders don't have a quarterback either, right?
Yeah, but they got a ninth pick though.
Okay.
And remember, they just paid the bag to the defensive tackle. We'll probably, if we get to the Raiders, we'll see his name on there.
Yeah. That do make sense. I think he messed up. I think he gone.
Who they, baby?
Yeah, you,
I look.
carry on
I
with
like
that one.
I like what we did. We get a tight end. He's not an inline tight end, so I can still see us drafting Brock Bowers if he's there, and or getting JT Sanders in the second round if he does fall to us. I listen. I've been telling a lot of people I wanted Zach Moss. Shout out to my boy Mixon. We was able to trade him. That's still a W. The details of what we're gonna get back has not been out yet, but 9 out of 10. I think Houston, Texas has 2 7th-round picks. We'll probably get one of those 7th-round picks. That's fine with me because it's better than let him go for nothing. And Houston actually gets a running back without having to compete for any other running back. I like the Geno Stone pick. Guy can get interceptions other than just getting interceptions, because I'm quite sure he's probably not going to get as many interceptions as he did last year. He is always in position. That's all I need is a guy who's in position, and they don't give up. We don't give up the big plays. Because if you watch any of the Bengals game, I love Dax Hill, but the boy was just never in position. He was never in position. We gave him so many big plays. This T. Higgins one though, man, I ain't gonna lie. This one kind of hurt my heart because I like T. Higgins, but at the same time, I have no player loyalty. I don't care who is putting on the jersey. I care about the jersey. So if T. Higgins got to get up out of there, just get something from him. Don't let him walk for free. But we retain him, so I'm fine with that too. But trust me, I am pro my team's jersey, not player. So if we have to trade him, get something from him. I like him as a player and what he does for us for the team, but I like my team's production in the future and security more than I just like to play. So that's my spill on.
And he was an aging player. I do got one quick question. Do y'all think y'all trading T. Higgs? He can't get signed now.
No. He can get signed. He would have to get traded and signed.
I'm talking about signed to you guys.
No. So if you're familiar with how the contract negotiations go with his agent David Mulligetta, if you look, the highest paid players that are being signed this weekend, they're all represented by the same agency, which is ran by David Mulligetta. When it comes to David Mulligetta, he likes his players to have at least 65% guaranteed in the contract, which will pan out to 2 years being guaranteed. Bengals don't like giving more than 1 year guarantee. Bengals have the cap space to sign T. Higgins. The cap space is not the issue. It's the guaranteed money. Bengals, the first player that they've guaranteed more than 2 years in guarantees in a long time has been Joe Burrow. And it's most likely going to be Jamar Chase next. They don't like giving 2 year guarantees. And that's exactly what David Mullen gets for all of his players, plus 65% of the contract is going to be guaranteed. And I'm quite sure the Bengals is probably like around 51 or 52. That's where the holdup is. We got the cap.
Worth the 2 year
T. Higgins?
Yeah.
100%.
In your eyes.
In my eyes, 100%. It's just my team historically. They only give a certain percentage. I wouldn't say they cheap because we just made Orlando Brown one of the highest paid tackles. So,
but that's offense.
And your quarterback.
Yeah, I won't say they cheap. When it comes to the Bengals, if you're a D lineman, an edge rusher, you're gonna get paid. If you're a tackle, you're gonna get paid. If you're a wide receiver, you're gonna get paid. You got to be the number one wide receiver though. And then if you're a quarterback, you're going to get paid. Everybody else is expendable. Where other teams,
Yeah, I mean,
they value other
who's
positions better.
Number 2 wide receiver, right? Like,
Yeah.
and then it don't really have they, especially not top wide receiver money, which I'm
Yeah.
sure T Higgins is looking for. So
And you got to remember, like, it's nothing to bash T. Higgins, but he stays injured. He gets injured at least four games out of the season, you know. And do you really want to pay that to a guy? And then if you look at Joe Burrow's splits, he actually has better numbers when T. Higgins is not on the field, mainly because now the offense really resolves around Jamar Chase and he can be the stud wide receiver he is. So the numbers go crazy. But I mean, I like T. Higgins. I just don't want him to walk away for nothing.
So what do you think a good compensation? Second round? Third round?
Definitely second round, but I think all of our options are starting to dry up because Carolina Panthers, they just signed another wide receiver. So they got Deontay Johnson. They got Deontay Johnson from the Steelers.
Wait, what? They got Jameis?
I'd say LS. I know we're not talking about them yet, but
that's
Oh
fine.
no, I wasn't even talking.
I'm laughing at the Dallas, yo. That's wild. That's just wild. Yeah, Cleveland getting Jameis though is not bad.
Yo, hey, speaking about Cleveland,
all quarterback room.
Speaking about Cleveland, I heard something that Deshaun didn't want them to re-sign Joe. I heard something that Deshaun didn't want them to re-sign Joe
Joe
Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard something about that. I was watching a TikTok and supposedly he didn't want the Browns to sign Joe Flacco back. But hey, they got
Blame him?
James. Huh?
Do you blame
What?
him? I said, do you blame him?
No. He probably would have took his job on a minimum year, on the minimum contract. Jordan Hicks, meh. My bad though.
So we're gonna do 2 more teams.
Yeah, and then I want to wrap it up with one topic.
Move
Yo,
of the off season right there, man. Resign.
Yo, that's nasty work, bro.
Yo, Jerry Jones, I got this one. Jerry Jones said all in, and he looked down the list of like 30 names, and he said, re-sign the long snapper. We're going to the Super Bowl.
He said $8 million for a running back is too much.
He's cooked, yeah. But
Shout out
the
to
long
Jerry
snapper,
Jones, bro. I appreciate that. Shout out to Jerry Jones.
And then he said $4 million for Zach Moss was too much as well.
he did. Jerry is entertaining.
Jerry.
And like I said, the Cowboys are built for entertainment. That is what this is. So that's what you get when you got Jerry Jones.
This right here. This is my last team. These two right here, actually. They
I
right
mean,
next
we
to
already
each
did
other.
Houston. Where did Houston?
Huh?
We already did Houston. You talking
Well,
about
what's
we
the
talk-
name? Green Bay.
We could talk about Green Bay. Them getting Josh Jacobs and letting Jones walk is
nasty work.
crazy.
Hey,
That's crazy.
He's younger.
Aaron
That's
Jones.
still
wanna hear
nasty,
nothing
bro.
about-
Aaron
No,
Jones.
he-
No, Aaron
about
Jones
to
is
touch him
dirty.
2
Don't
times
get
a
me
year.
wrong.
Aaron Jones is about to touch him 2 times a year this year, man.
Mhm.
He definitely is.
Because remember, Aaron Jones took pay cuts to stay on that team, bro.
Yes. And been a workhorse for them.
Mhm.
Listen, that's why players nowadays, bro, they don't have loyalty to these teams, bro. Get your money, bro. Get your money. These teams will have you take pay cuts and then still cut you.
Mm-hmm. But
No, but
the
real
crazy
quick,
thing is, it was quick though, right? Like they were meeting with him, they didn't like his numbers, then they picked up a new running back, just like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yo, so real quick, man, I want to talk about this team right here, bro. Real quick, let's pack this team up, get them out the way. The Eagles, fly, all-star offense, bro. Beginning with that boy Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, Kenneth
If they
Gainwell,
don't win a Super Bowl,
AJ
it
Brown,
doesn't make a difference.
Smitty,
I'm sorry.
Devontae Parker, Dallas Goddard, I don't know why they put Nick Sirianni up there, but they got Kellen Moore, man.
It's
What's
this
your
Super
thoughts on
Bowl
this,
or
bro?
bust.
How's they looking, bro?
They they got 2 top 10 wide receivers out there. They got Smith and
Bro, shut up.
Bro, they're not 2 top 10 wide receivers, bro.
He's not a top
Yo,
wide receiver.
stop it. Smitty
No, I'm
was
just
the
trolling.
20th wide receiver.
I'm
Bro.
trolling. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I'm
I can
trolling.
We
name
know.
12
That was for Austin. That was for Austin.
Bro, I can literally name 12 to 15 better receivers than that freaking scrub, bro.
No,
And
but
I know
this
firsthand
offense-
how he's a scrub because he calls
Bro,
him
he's not even that good. I mean, he's good, but he's not even. Oh. And then the fact
I will
that,
say,
the
I
fact
will
that
say,
AJ Brown's not AJ Brown isn't better than Amari Cooper. Come on, bro. Come on, be real.
oh, you talking about? Boy, y'all better stop feeding into that boy's nonsense.
Yeah,
Listen,
No, I-
listen,
I've been
listen. Once
thinking-
he,
Be
I
real,
listen, once he
bro.
funniest
changes
thing
team, bro,
ever.
that's a dub. I'm off that conversation.
Yeah. No. This
Bruh.
so I will say that this looks good. It definitely does look good. But you got like, is this a move? Picking up Saquon, is this a move to take Jalen Hurts out of the rushing game? At the same time, like you just said, Kellen Moore is the OC.
Yep.
Kellen Moore doesn't like running the football.
No.
He will throw. That does involve, and y'all remember when Daniel Jones dumped the ball off to Saquon this year. Saquon got popped, and Deron Bland ran that back for a touchdown, right? Those things happen because offensive coordinators put you in these bad positions. I'm not a believer. I think, and people going to be like, Kellen Moore had the Cowboys as a top offense in the league. Yes, that's true. But we still were losing in games when we shouldn't have. Why? Because the play calling was trash. It was trash. We were up against the Jags, and we should have been running the ball. But Kellen Moore said, "No, I want to throw the ball."
in that
because-
Washington game too.
Exactly. He's all about stats, and Kellen Moore is always he's looking to be somebody's head coach, and in order to do that, you have to be leading. Number one
In
offense,
something.
number one this.
Mhm.
You got to be doing stuff. So
At
that
least top
Kellen
3.
Moore, yeah, and he's not looking. I mean, he just had he had a far better quarterback in Herbert than Hurts, and look at what he did. He didn't do
Facts.
anything with him.
Well,
You know
hold
what I
on.
mean? So
I will say this: they Chargers scored a lot of points. Their
Yeah, they
defense
did.
was just garbage. Their defense was horrible.
that's true.
Yeah.
Horrible.
But then
And-
okay,
But like you said,
So then
he
what's
had
the
a far
difference in
better
Philly?
quarterback with Herbert. But
Mhm.
if he changed head coach, he was going to get axed anyway. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that this offense is going to be good. I think it's going to be this offense is definitely going to give some defensive coordinators headaches to have to game plan and figure out what they're going to do. But at the same time, I think that it's their defense that needs to be dealt with, and I don't think that is going to happen. But it's Philly.
look.
Philly's always going to be what Philly is.
like you said, but since perfect segue, let's talk about the defense because if you notice on the right-hand side of the screen, it just said that they signed about an hour ago that
CJ.
boy CJ Gardner-Johnson. They bringing him back. They said, you know what?
Mhm.
What you did for us, we was dumb to let you go because our secondary was cooked. We're gonna sign you to a
Right.
3-year, 33 mil deal. So he's getting 11 mil
That's
per
going
year,
back
right?
to the
Hey, he's-
ex-girlfriend right there.
Hey, he was
That's like,
like,
yeah,
hey,
he
you were
That
better.
man said, "Baby, come back." Like that's what
Yeah.
that Philly said.
if
So
you
now-
want to be real, he was their backbone. He was the backbone to their defense on that Super Bowl run. If you ask me,
I'm gonna
he was the backbone to that defense.
keep it a stat. For a city like Philadelphia, you need a cutthroat player like CJ Gardner-Johnson inside the locker room.
That's
'Cause
exactly why he was the backbone.
You need he may not give you everything on the field, but in that locker
He
room,
will.
he wanted them. So yeah. Nah, I
Yeah,
agree.
he-
I agree.
Timothy.
Yeah. Well, he gonna talk his junk. He
Mhm.
gonna
And
get a
back it
couple of
up.
players pissed off, and you gotta just hope for the best. Keep your composure out
Yeah.
there. Keep your composure out
Yeah.
there. But I think it was solid
don't
because
open
they
palm.
still, if they don't get rid of Hassan Reddick, that's fine. But they brought Bryce Huff in from the Jets. He's solid edge rusher. He'll be able to be good rotation piece, and they'll most likely draft the corner. But I'll be honest, Brandon Graham, bruh, you got to turn in the AARP card with him, bro.
Hey,
This
don't
time
forget.
is done.
Getting that
Don't
time,
forget they
bro.
got. Don't forget they got Nolan Smith in the waiting in the wings.
Yep,
So.
they got Nolan Smith waiting in the wings too. That's a fact. Yep.
Yep. Then they got Jalen Carter.
Oh,
so
who the other linebacker that they got? He
Nakobe
stay
Dean.
getting hurt though.
N'Kobe
Yeah,
Dean.
Yep, they
Yeah.
still got N'Kobe Dean. So sometimes linebackers take a couple years to finally
Right,
get it together.
right.
So
That wasn't the issue for Jack Campbell though, because he went crazy.
nah. But I mean, when you draft a linebacker in the first
That's true.
round, he better hit.
No, I think
he better hit,
wasn't
bro. He
N'Kobe
better
first
hit.
round? What? Oh no, Kobe was second or third. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think N'Kobe
Yeah.
Dean was like second or third.
But
Probably
back-
third though.
Yeah, I want to go back to offense real quick. Do y'all think Jalen could keep up 40 pass attempts a game with Kellen as the OC?
I think so because at least 15 of them is going to Saquon out the backfield. Let's be honest.
Hey,
He's
that's
gonna be
true.
like,
That's
he's gonna
true.
do this, looking like he reading defense, and just be like,
Oh, Saquon there.
By
Oh,
the way,
he did
Saquon is on the block for those who interested.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
yeah, I don't think nobody.
Listen, I think
Nobody gonna
that
trade with you.
I know.
no, it's tough to make your quarterback throw that many times a game every single week.
Look
And
at Dak when the
his
last year Kellen was
turnovers.
there.
his turnovers go up, all of that. So, it's going to be interesting. It's like I said, I think it's a good. First of all, picking up Saquon is huge. Like I'm not going to downplay it as long as he can stay healthy. It definitely could be something good for them. But we'll have to see how it all pans out because they had new offensive defensive coordinators last year, and then that was their issue. And now they got two new coordinators this year.
They got a new defense.
We're gonna see.
Too?
Yeah,
Damn.
Fangio.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Fangio
right.
and Kellen Moore.
And Fangio didn't
that's
have
right,
a good
Fangio.
track record in Miami.
Yeah.
It was a lot of reports that came out about how the players wasn't really, buying into what he had going.
I
So
think I pick. Damn.
yeah,
2 years,
they
2 new
starting all
coordinators.
over again.
Or
So it'll
40.
be interesting. It'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see how it goes. But you know me, I hate Philly. So
I think two people in this chat hate Philly.
Went in on Saquon. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Wait, what happened?
Tiki Barber
Oh,
went in. He went in
hey,
on Saquon.
Saquon snapped back at him. So hey,
I'm not mad
but-
at Saquon. I'm just mad that he went to them, bruh.
yeah.
I'll tell you from experience, it do leave a sour taste in your mouth because I was the same way when DeMarco Murray did that, and I was just like, I wasn't like, yo, DeMarco's dead to me. That's next level, but it's like how real are these rivalries nowadays? Like for these players to be jumping to basically the ops, like is it?
Yeah.
There's no way Ray Lewis would have ever put on a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. There is no
I
way.
don't even think because you got to remember, it's just like with basketball, right? Most of these kids that's coming up, they're playing on 7-on-7 leagues, right? So
Yeah.
the linebackers is playing 7-on-7s, the corners is playing 7-on-7s, wide receivers, running backs,
Mhm.
quarterback. So they're around each other all the time. Think about how many kids that's in the Cam Newton 7-on-7 camps and
Yep.
tournaments gonna eventually go to the league in some way, shape, or form or fashion.
Mhm.
And then when they get to these teams, shoot, I'm gonna go next door because my loyalty is to where the check is, not the team,
Yeah.
bro. Because I
Right.
think
And
about
that's how the
kids
teams
growing up.
are, though.
Yeah, when these
teams
kids is
ain't
growing
loyal.
up, yeah, bro, the teams definitely ain't loyal, right? And then you got these teams where the rivalries on historically, yeah, they're there, but at the same time, these kids like, bro, why would I hate him? I don't even know him. I
Right.
just want to get that paper. So
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed that a lot of the interdivision trades happened in the NFC. Well, not trades, but signings.
AFC.
Well, not like this year. I'm talking in general. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
it was normally in the NFC where like Brett Favre went from the Packers to the Vikings.
Yeah.
Like that, and DeMarco to the Eagles. But now
Mhm.
this year it's been a lot of that AFC and
Yeah.
AFC North at that, with all Patrick Queen going to the Steelers. Who else? A lot of
You got Geno Stone coming
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
Shoot, there's rumors DJ Reader might go to the Browns if we don't lock in a deal with him. So
Jeez, like
you know,
those interdivision
These
signings
ain't
or trades
loyal.
do hurt, but yeah.
Mm.
Are you good over there?
I'm just saying.
That's when you know it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
The teams ain't loyal, so I don't blame the players one bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be loyal to these teams either.
Yeah.
But
No.
just don't go to.
Aaron Jones just carried the Packers to the divisional round, and he got sent back in. So
Hey, long as the Jazz don't draft another wide receiver and Calvin Ridley is out of there, Gabe Davis carry me to the championship.
Calvin Ridley, man, we're calling your name,
carry
man.
me to the championship, bro.
We're calling your name, Calvin.
And I got both of the Houston running backs in one team. Carry me to the championship, bro.
Yeah,
do what y'all gotta do, bro. Carry me to the championship.
Yo,
I legit
weird.
got both of the Houston running backs on the same team, bro. Carry me to the championship. Oh.
wow. Okay, anyway,
Bro,
it's about that time, y'all. We
why did he
appreciate
post that,
y'all.
bro?
Well, it's about that time. It's about that time. It's about that time.
Dude, what was this old man thinking, bro? Why did he?
He was
post that?
thinking it was time to get off. That's what he was thinking. He should not have been on Twitter. It was that
Did
time
you get
to
that from the
get off.
screenshot I sent?
Like, yo, that was crazy.
That man said we got to get our views up any way possible. So I'm gonna say something wild. Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm
Yo.
sorry. I had to do that. That's hilarious. Listen, we gotta get out of here. I'm starving.
Yeah.
Listen, we will be back to talk about more news, excluding the Cowboys, because they're gonna sit this one out. We're gonna talk about them for the draft. But we're gonna be back on here. We'll talk about some more
Hopefully
news. Yeah, maybe next week we should be.
Hopefully.
But it's the Bonnet, it's Big Bango, it's Austin, and it's your boy Tea Time. This is the Super Biased Sports Show. It is a place where a fan can be a fan, no matter how biased Ramon takes are. We up out of here. We appreciate y'all.
All right, yo, like
Yes, sir.
Saquon. Like Saquon.
How you like me now? How you